Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing the largest airport update I have ever done. In this update you're going to be seeing a lot of Delta planes, some JetBlue, Southwest, and that's mostly it, but you also will see some other carriers like Frontier, Alaska, and Spirit. We even have a retro plane, Northwest. We even have some military in here. So this is my entire 1 to 400 model collection, and it's all going to be inside this airport update, so I hope you enjoy. Starting this off, we have a Delta A220. This is going to be making its way over to Star Valley, or Aviation ROA's airport. This is the first subscription route I did. He gave me a route on the 717, so I thought I'd repay it with an A220. I do know the A220 doesn't look as good as the 717, but it's a similar size. Here we have a Delta 757-200. This will be heading all the way over to Orlando MCO. It's going to be making a spot, and then it's going to come back over here and make its repeating flight. Here we have a Delta Airlines Airbus A321. This will be making its way over to Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, and will be making its way over to Detroit afterwards. Here we have a Boeing 737-900 Delta. This will be going over to Utah, or Salt Lake City, Utah, and making its stop over there, and will be heading over to Seattle afterwards. Here we have another Delta A321. This will be making its way over to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and will be returning back over to Oakfront, and will be heading back out to Minneapolis. Here we have a wide-body aircraft. This is an A330-900 Neo, and will be making its way over to Amsterdam, Netherlands. Here we have a Northwest A330-200. This is an Orient plane, and I know Northwest had a pretty big operation in Japan. I do not remember at all what cities it went to at all, so I'm just going to say Osaka. It's going to be heading over to Osaka, this Northwest A330-200. And then it will be heading over to Tokyo afterwards to make a returning flight over to Detroit. Here we have an SAS A350. This just came in from Copenhagen, and then it will be departing over to Stockholm. And then afterwards, when it gets to Stockholm, it will be going back over to Chicago. This is the first international plane we've had, not U.S. carriers, so that's pretty cool. Now we have the JetBlue lineup. At first, here we have a JetBlue A321 Neo. This will be heading over to Boston. Here we have a JetBlue A321. This will be going over to New York JFK. Here we have a JetBlue A320. This will be going over to LAX. And the one right behind it, this one will be heading over to Long Beach. Here we have another JetBlue A321 Neo. This one will be going over to Orlando MCO. Here we have a JetBlue A320 in a good livery. This will be going over to Cincinnati, Ohio. Now we're on to the Alaska Airlines. First off, we have a Boeing 737-900. This will be going over to Seattle. Now we have this A321 Neo. This will be heading off over to Anchorage. Next off, we have this Frontier Airlines A321-200 Airbus. This will be going over to Denver. And next, right after that, we have an Air Canada Rouge A321. This will be going over to Toronto. This is a Spirit A321-200, and it will be heading over to Las Vegas. And right after, we have a Regional Express 737-800. I know this isn't realistic at all, and it would never be able to make it, but it will be going over to Melbourne. Here we have a Southwest 737 MAX 8, and it will be heading over to Chicago. What's the smaller one that they usually go to? What is it? Chicago Midway, that's what it was. It'll be heading over to Chicago Midway. And then right next to there, we have a Boeing 737 in the Maryland one livery. And it'll be heading over to Maryland. It will be heading over to Baltimore, Maryland. Here we have American Eagle CRJ 900, and it will be heading over to Dallas. And right behind that we have an American Eagle E145, and it will be heading over to Phoenix. Here we have an Air Canada CRJ 200 Air Canada Express. This will be going over to Quebec City. Next off we have this Delta CRJ 900, and it will be heading off into Cincinnati. Right behind that we have a Delta CRJ 700, and it will be going to Atlanta. Here we have a FedEx 777F. This will be going over to Memphis, Tennessee. And there is a Prime Air 737-800 right here. This will be going over to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Here we have a B-52 stopping here for some maintenance, and it'll be heading over to Minot Air Force Base later. All in all, this concludes the airport update. I really hope you enjoyed the airport update. Subscribe if you have not already. Make sure to like the video. Comment down below what I could do better, and see ya.